Hi, this is Christina Dugan, and this screencast is a resource for tutors with PBA Ventures that demonstrates how to effectively use the calendar function in the TeachWorks management website. The screencast meets the AECT Standard 4.4 Information Management for the employees of PBA Ventures. This tutorial will demonstrate how to schedule and complete a session in TeachWorks, and also tutors will learn how to use other calendar functions like adding non-teaching appointments. Step 1. Go to www.pbaventures.teachworks.com and log in as you normally would. You'll see the dashboard homepage with your upcoming lessons and uncompleted lessons. The uncompleted lesson section is a great reminder when you log on to finalize and submit those lessons. Also, you'll see the options on the top navigation bar. Click on the calendar button and you will see the available options. There are different ways to add a lesson to your calendar, like clicking on the Add Lesson button. That will bring you to the same page as going through the calendar. For today, we're going to start with the calendar since it's easier to plan out your weeks with a monthly view. Here you add lessons by clicking on the day. I want to add a lesson for Friday, January 26th, so I'm going to double click on that box. A pop-up message asks, would you like to add a lesson? Click OK. The Schedule tab looks like this with information needed to schedule a tutoring session. First, select the student that you will be tutoring. For today's purpose, I'm going to use a test student for privacy reasons. I select Patrick Tester and automatically some of the information is filled in based on the student's profile. If needed, you can change the lesson title, the service, and the location by clicking on the drop-down menu. Maybe we normally meet at the Davidson Public Library, but for this session, we're going to be meeting at Summit Coffee. Click the drop-down menu, type in your new location, and then select it. More importantly is the start and end time for your lesson. These fields are automatically set to 1 hour increments, so if you need to change or add any more time, you can toggle up and down as needed. If you would like to schedule a repeating session, click on the Repeat button. For example, I meet with Patrick every Friday, so I can schedule these repeating sessions. Click on the Start Date if you want to change the start date. I meet with Patrick once a week, so I'm going to select Weekly. Then I meet every week on Fridays, so I'm going to select Friday. And then, for the ending date, I'm going to have this repeating scheduling end on the last Friday of February so I can schedule out a month. Then click Submit. Now, you can check conflicts if you're tutoring more than one student, usually on Fridays, or Patrick is my only student on Fridays, so I'm going to click Submit. Once you click Submit and add a lesson, you'll see it on the calendar. Then you'll know you've successfully entered a session. Then, once you've met with the student and completed the tutoring session, there are two ways you can access the lesson to finalize it. The first way is to click on the lesson from the calendar view, or you can use the dashboard view to see your uncompleted lessons. First, I'll show you from the calendar since we're already here. Click on the session you wish to complete. The pop-up gives you a few options here on the bottom. Click on the Complete, which will bring you to the next screen. Here you will fill in all the necessary information and you can change the date and time if needed. The most important step here is to change the status to Attended. Click on the drop-down menu and select Attended. This is the part that most people forget and you will not get paid unless the sessions are completed and marked as attended. If for some reason you had to cancel or you missed a session, you can select those as well. Then, in the Notes section, you will write a summary of the lesson. Take note that there are two sections here, internal notes and shared notes. The internal notes are notes that are visible to you and to the staff only, and the shared notes are the notes that will be shared with students or parents. Then, at the bottom, click on the Emailed Shared Notes button so that your summary will be emailed and shared with the parents of your students. Then when you are done, you may click Submit, or if you have other lessons to complete, click Submit and Next. Once submitted, you'll see a check mark next to the student's name indicating all fields are complete and this session is now actually completed. Another way to complete a session is from the dashboard. When you log on, this is the screen you will see, and if you have any uncompleted lessons, they will appear on the right-hand side under Uncompleted Lessons. Click on the student's name and follow all the steps I explained before. Another function that is useful under the Calendar tab is Add Other Events or Add Unavailability. Let's take a look at Add Other Events. This is helpful when you're meeting with a family or a student for the first time for a consultation session, or if you have a meeting with PBA or anything else listed here. The form is self-explanatory. Fill out the required fields and then click Submit. Finally, the Add Unavailability option in the Calendar tab is a great way to keep organized and let PBA know that you will be out of town or unavailable. Fill out the designated fields and then click Submit. This tutorial demonstrated how to schedule and complete a session in TeachWorks, with an important part of the process being marking the session as attended. Also, we reviewed how to use other calendar functions like Add Unavailability and Add Other Events. Thank you for viewing this tutorial.